The Denver Broncos finished the 2018 season with what appeared to be an impotent offense. But appearances can be deceiving. Talking heads around the Mile High City lamented the injuries Denver suffered on the offensive side of the ball, noting how quickly the offense seemed to careen off a cliff following Emmanuel Sanders' injury leading up to Week 15. However, there's reason to believe that with a savvier and more innovative offensive coordinator, and an upgrade at the QB position, the Broncos have the weapons to immediately field a top 10 offense. Everyone knows the meteoric underdog success story that is Philip Lindsay. There's no doubt Lindsay established himself as an elite playmaker as a rookie, serving as the only Pro Bowler on the offensive side in Denver. But the Broncos have three other skill position players that bring tremendous upside and play-making ability to the offense, and they're all rookies. Even if Sanders is cut or traded in the offseason, the Broncos will still be loaded for bear on the 2019 hunt thanks to Lindsay, fellow RB Royce Freeman and WR duo Courtland Sutton and Deshaun Hamilton. Lindsay, 1,278, Freeman, 593, Sutton, 703, and Hamilton, 243, produced the most yards from scrimmage in NFL history by a rookie quartet. Let that sink in. The Broncos quartet totaled 2,817 yards combined in 2018, which no other group of four rookies has ever produced in the storied history of the league. With the Broncos looking for a new offensive coordinator, if that number doesn't get prospective candidates for the job excited beyond measure, that person is not the right guy for the job. No question, the Broncos need an upgrade at QB. But even with Case Keenum poised to return for year 2 in 2019, the right coordinator could in theory yield perhaps twice as many yards from scrimmage from this quartet. Let me elucidate why I honestly don't believe that statement is hyperbolic. What's next for the Denver Broncos? Don't miss out on any news and analysis. Take a second to sign up for our free Broncos newsletter, delivered 3 times daily. Lindsay should be a perennial 1,000-yard running back, if he can stay healthy. With more inspired design from an X's and O's perspective, Sutton alone has the potential to be a 90-catch, 1,400-yard receiver, while Hamilton's ceiling is maybe a couple hundred yards less. So long as Lindsay stays healthy, Freeman might not be a running back who can grind out 1,000 yards from scrimmage in a single season, but in his first year playing with Lindsay as a duo, Freeman nearly got to 600. That was in Bill Musgrave's completely uninspired offense. This Broncos defense is young, no doubt, even with a healthy Emmanuel Sanders, but it is teeming with playmakers. Throw in perhaps the return of Jeff Hoyerman, if Denver can get him resigned, and the possible emergence of either a healthy Jake Butt or 2018 fifth-rounder Troy Fumagalli, and the possibilities are near limitless. I know what you're thinking, though. Not without a franchise quarterback. While I'll allow that a bona fide trigger man could raise these ships to even greater heights, and maximize the quartet's collective potential, the right coordinator hire, in tandem with the underwhelming but competent Keenum, could on its own create some offensive fireworks again in the Mile High City. And if the Broncos are able to find an upgrade at QB 2019, whether via free agency, trade or the NFL draft, this offense could be light years ahead of its 2018 counterpart, notwithstanding the historic production of this rookie quartet. If Mike Munchak indeed gets named the 17th head coach of the Denver Broncos, the offensive line will take a massive leap forward next year to boot, which would also portend well for an improved performance from Keenum. The Broncos' offense is the subject of much derision in the fanbase, but John Elway attacked the draft last year with aplomb and it paid dividends. With a couple of savvy personnel moves, and the right coaching hires, the Broncos' 2018 draft class should be able to more directly impact the win-loss record, and elevate this team's ability to compete in the AFC West. When you realize that Bradley Chubb was also a part of this rookie class, it almost beggars belief that Elway could flood the Broncos roster with this caliber of talent in just 1 year. Elway hit it out of the park in the 2018 draft, but the Broncos could really take a quantum leap forward in 2019 if the GM can stack 2 phenomenal and impactful draft classes in back-to-back years.